Hi, Dave Smith with Police One. Today I'd like to talk to you about how to get on Good Morning America or some other morning talk show. Let's go to Texas and watch the traffic stop as it goes down. You got a 77-year-old woman doing 66 and a 50. Now watch how this goes down.
Hello, Sergeant Gahabe, King Police Department. Touching my laser 66 when you top the hill back here, and this is the 50 miles on through here.
All right, let's hurry up. I've got to go to the bathroom.
Let me see your driver license and insurance, please.
I have a bladder infection.
Let me see your driver license and insurance, please.
Well, you listen to me.
No, I want to see your driver license and insurance, please. Then I'll listen to you.
Why? Why are you going to wait?
I'm gonna write. Give me see your driver license.
I'll give it to you in a minute.
No, you give it to me now. I'm gonna take you to jail.
Well, go ahead.
Okay. Step out of the vehicle. Get 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 out of the vehicle. You want to play this way? Come on. Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle.
You are hurting me.
Get out of the vehicle.
I'm going to report you hurted me.
Okay. Step out of the vehicle.
My arm.
Step out of the vehicle.
I will not.
Get out of the vehicle, lady. 5-5, I need backup.
Oh!
Get out of the car, lady.
Oh, good Lord.
You're under arrest. Get out of the vehicle.
Oh.
Put your hands behind your back, lady. No, you wasn't. You refused to give me your license. Now you get to go to jail.
You didn't give me time to do it.
I asked you for it. You said you'll give it to me when you get a chance. That's not the way it works.
I've got to take my purse with me.
I'm going to take your purse with you.
Turn the car off.
I'm going to take your car.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so what do you think? Did she comply or did she resist? And what level of resistance? What would you have done to control the subject in this situation? Now remember, one of the things to think about is when we're dealing with elderly people especially, it's important to communicate. Ma'am, you're going 66 and 50. Is there any reason for your speed? This woman desperately wants to express, and she does think obviously that it's an excuse for her speeding. It's not. She could get a citation. The problem is here was, what does the public perceive? What did you do? How did you verbalize? How much escalation was there by the subject versus the escalation by the officer? Now, these are all things you want to ask yourself as you watch this video, because it's easy for you to look at this and say, well, he should have done this, he should have done that. Well, what would you have done? And this is one of the complications of any of these situations. It's really great to look back in retrospect with hindsight bias and say, aha, she didn't have a weapon, she wasn't a crazy, she wasn't trying to hurt the officer. We all know all those things now, but the officer doesn't know it going forward in time. And yes, you're right, a 77-year-old grandma, what is the correct level of force? But the thing is, she doesn't get to speed in your city, and she is going to get a citation. How much time do you want to give a subject to give you a driver's license, registration, insurance materials? Is it best for you to go ahead and listen? Is it important then? That's why so many good communication skills teach. First, communicate to the subject, here's why I've stopped you, who am I, why am I stopping you, and is there any reason for your speed? Now, oftentimes this disarms the subject in their ability to debate, argue, or even explain what they've done. They may have an excuse like, my colostomy bag is full, which is I've heard in the middle of the reservation, or all kinds of comments like this. The point is you still don't get to speed. And so at least the person's expressed their opinion or their concern or their excuse, and now you can express the fact that you're going to get a citation, give me your license, your insurance, or registration. In other words, let the process occur. Escalating it creates an escalation. And here you see a classic example of, again, this cycle of escalation that occurs one from the other, the energy going in sort of thing. The officer was found justified in his actions, but the question is that also we're not just trying to do things to justify our actions, we're doing things for a perception in the community of our professionalism. So think about, how would you handle this situation? Again, you have an obstinate 77-year-old woman suffering a bladder infection, perhaps not. We don't know what the truth is in the situation, but the issue is here is that we have to deal with what we've given, communicate effectively. Number one, are we being safe? Are you in a safe location? Are you in a safe position? And are you communicating effectively? Can I see their hands? Can you do all those things that we've talked about over and over again in officer safety issues, traffic stops, and all other contacts with the public? But the thing is, communicate, and communicate. Now, this is a really great one. Watch it with your squad mates and ask yourselves, how would you have handled this lady? What would you have said to her? How would you have communicated?